Hello, everybody, and welcome inside the Nick Smith Center as we are doing a sound check for tonight's game that will feature the Arnprior Rivermen and the South Grenville Rangers here on the RA Sports Network. I'm Ryan Woods, and we're just testing audio as warm-ups are underway, and puck drop will be shortly after 7:30. everybody, and welcome inside the Nick Smith Center for tonight's EOSHL action as the Arnprior Rivermen host the South Grenville Rangers here on the RA Sports Network. I'm Ryan Woods, and the Rivermen will look to earn their first win of 2024 and bring their record back to 500 on the season. It's going to be an exciting contest tonight as these teams had a 6-5 meeting in the opening game of the season between these two teams. This tonight will be the second and final regular seating meeting between the Rivermen and the Rangers. We're going to go throw things down to the ice for the national anthem, and we'll be right back with puck drop. And your starting goaltenders for tonight's game for the visiting South Grenville Rangers. It's number 30, John Gilmer between the pipes. Gilmer has a 4-6 record this season with an .871 save percentage and 6.16 goals against average. His most recent appearance, he stopped 49 of 55 shots last Saturday against the Glengarry Pipers in an 8-6 win. And between the pipes for the Rivermen, we thought it was going to be team owner and forward Adrian Moyes, but Eric Miksic arriving just in time for puck drop. Rangers with possession off the opening draw. Watson plays it back into the defensive end. Pass through the neutral zone, picked off, and it's played towards the goal, but a soft shot misses wide off the stick of Brendan McIntyre. Shot from the right outside hash marks deflects out of play, and we got our first stoppage 24 seconds into the game. Miksic comes into tonight's game with a 2-3 record on the season with an .854 save percentage, 6.2 goals against average, and he stopped 40 of 44 shots on December 23rd against Poggen Falls in a 5-4 loss. Off the draw, Nasita shoots, and it's a save. We get another stoppage in play. Gilmer with his strong save there off the faceoff. A quick shot attempt by Nasita. Nasita has 6 goals on the season, looking for more early on in the opening stages. Rangers win the faceoff. Center ice pass picked off. Nasita picks it up outside the blue line, puts on the brakes, and starts the breakout down the right side. Noonan falls entering the offensive zone, and the Rangers are able to clear back out inside the Rivermen blue line. Pass out in a one-touch pass out to center ice. Turnover as the Rangers pick up possession. Stufko throws it over to the right wing. Shot off the rush. Turned aside by Miksic, and the rebound batted out of midair out to center ice. Harrison catches the puck in front of the timekeeper's area and throws it into the Rivermen end. And Matt Denis will skate with it behind the net. Pass out to the blue line. Tape to tape. Hulford, shot, misses blocker side, and the Rangers with a pass back out to center ice. Haw over the blue line, shot from far out, blockered away by Miksic. Rebound out in front, picked off by the Rivermen. Pass behind the feet of Noonan. Noonan able to receive the pass and center it. deep into the Rangers' end. Rivermen with possession. Cross slot pass. Cuglietto, one-time shot, a rebound, and another save for Gilmer. Clearing attempt off a skate. Haw takes a whack at it, using his long reach to get the puck out. 2 minutes gone in the opening period. Rivermen pass through their own end. Play broken up by Kearns and floated back in as the Rangers will go off on a line change. Rivermen will settle the puck down behind their own net. And it caught a divot at the side of the net. Alderic Denis with the turnover. Pass over for Gilmore at the far face-off circle, but unable to receive the pass. Another battle below the goal line. Pass back to the point. One-time shot by Dixon. Misses wide. Rangers with the first offensive zone cycle tonight's game, and it's deflected wide of the net. The Rivermen with a little bit of a toe drag behind Gibson, and a couple of moves by Goodfellow to find Moyes on the right side. Moyes' shot deflected by Gilmer into the near corner. Another shot by Moyes from a bad angle, turned aside. Bouncing puck in the near corner, comes out towards the blue line. Schroeder has his stick lifted, but is able to win the battle and get the puck ahead. Gibson puts on the break, centering pass, back door, but on the back check, the Rivermen able to break it up. Puck once again batted out of midair, out for Moyes at center ice. He connects on the pass with Johnson. Johnson back to Moyes. Moyes shoots, and he misses the far post. Pass back over to the far face-off circle. Rivermen with a move to keep the play alive inside the blue line. And a toe drag at the left face-off circle. Shot misses the near post and comes back around the boards out to center ice. Burns had his stick lifted, and Halford plays it back in, but it's icing called against the Rivermen with 3:47 gone in the opening period. So Miksic getting his stretches in now, as he was not here for the warm-ups. The Rivermen were hoping that Anand Oberoi would get the start, but he was unable to make the trip from Toronto today. And Miksic's car broke down on his way to the game, so Adrian Moyes actually had to suit up in his goalie equipment during the warm-ups, and I think that it's safe to say the Rivermen are much more confident with Miksic between the pipes. I'm not going to say that Moyes' efforts were for naught, but I will say there were a lot of pucks in the net during warm-up. Rangers break up the play, and Harrison carries it down the left side. Shot from the left face, soft circle, steered aside by Miksic, and it's played deep into the far corner. Backhand pass attempt comes outside the blue line. Harrison will pick it up and throw it over to the far side. Puck knocked down inside the blue line, and the Rivermen jumping up into the attack. Pass out to center ice. Anderson tried to find Burns. Burns shot on goal, and Miksic makes the save. The shot was going for the 5-hole, and Miksic had to juggle it, but was able to make the save and hang on. Big standings implications in tonight's games. As we take a look at the EOSHL standings in the East Division, the Rivermen sit in 4th place with 13 points, and the South Grenville Rangers trailing the Rivermen by 1 point as teams toggle for positioning down the final stretch of the regular season towards the playoffs. Toe drag attempt by Gibson on the far side, and the Rangers forced to retreat back into their own end. Couple of nice moves by Watson to get out to center ice and gain the offensive zone. Pass deflected to the near corner. Rivermen play it off the boards and out to center ice. It was behind the back of McGregor, unable to receive the pass, and it's thrown in on goal. Miksic tees it up and leaves it to the side of the net for Matt Denis. Hard ring around the boards, back out to center ice. Adam drops it. Noonan's shot was well past the far post with the momentum, carries it back out to center ice. Stufko, leading scorer for the Rangers, carries it to the far face-off circle. Pass over to Harrison at the left circle. Shot deflects high over top of the net. Rivermen with possession from behind the goal. Through center ice, had to wait for the play to be back onside. Puck comes over to the near corner, out in front, one-time shot attempt, looking to just tap it on goal far side, but Gilmer makes the save. 6 minutes gone in the opening period. Gilmer's looked sharp so far. Off the face-off. Rangers with the puck along the boards, and it's out to center ice. Burns races after it in the far corner. And it's knocked over to the far hash marks. Battle for possession along the boards. Long reach for the Rivermen. It was played back by Halford. Halford gets the deflection into the offensive zone, past Harrison. Icing waved off. Harrison passes off the boards for Haw. Kearns has some room down the left side. Kearns, and it's a diving effort to break up the play for the Rivermen. Racing to keep the puck in was Dixon. His shot deflected on goal. Miksic made the save. Rangers with possession along the far boards. High centering pass attempt, laying in the crease. It was between the feet of Miksic, and he had no idea where it was. Now it's a 2-on-1 counterattack. Nisita centering pass, and unable to get the shot on goal were the Rivermen. Miksic plays it off the boards. Stays in the defensive end. What an exciting moment there in the Rivermen crease as the Rangers came that close to opening the scoring. Off a shin pad, Halford gains the offensive zone. Kept to the outside by Gilmore. At the left face-off circle, shot. And a glove save by Gilmer with a little bit of a flash of the leather. Gilmer was between the pipes in the opening meeting of this season series between these two teams. Stopped 37 of 42 shots with an .881 save percentage and was a big reason for the Rangers picking up a 6-5 win in that game. Puck bounces past Matt Denis, delayed offside as Gibson was inside the blue line. It allowed the Rivermen to re-enter the offensive zone. Cuglietta battling in the near corner. Matt Denis keeps it in. Quick shot towards the net, and it's a blocker save for Gilmore. Another centering pass attempt broken up, and Schroeder plays it to the outside. Rivermen unable to regain the offensive zone. A turnover outside the Rivermen blue line. Gilmore's shot hits Matt Denis in the side. Puck whacked into the slot, and it's a giveaway. Burns shoots, and he scores! A costly giveaway for the Rivermen. And Burns opens the scoring, 8:24 into the first period. That's going to be the 5th goal of the season for Devin Burns, who walked in on the left face-off circle and shot blocker's side. 1-0 lead for the Rangers. Played ahead past Moyes around the boards. Anderson unable to get it out. Moyes' shot was blocked, and it's back ahead for Burns. Burns throws it in from outside the blue line. Miksic makes the glove save and hangs on as we approach the midway point of the first period. The Rivermen playing their first of 4 consecutive Saturday home games. Only 6 games remaining in the season before they'll have their last 2 regular season games on the road. So this is one of the final 4 home games for the Rivermen as Moyes centers a pass from the right face-off circle, doesn't connect. Rebound comes out to the blue line. And it's back out once again. Burns down the left side. Unable to get the shot past Johnson. Rivermen will look to set up the breakout. Pass attempt off the legs of Stufko. Played in by the Rivermen. Rangers Looking to find Patterson on the right side. Was able to get the deflection to negate the icing. Now Moyes has it on the left side. Moyes tried to go between the legs. Bouncing puck through the crease to the near corner. Rivermen unable to make a move in the corner. And Gibson throws it through center ice. Stufko tied up the stick of Campbell. The Rivermen pass down low. Bad angle, pass attempt, rebound opportunity, and they score! Nolan McGregor ties the game with 9:49 remaining in the first period. Fourth goal of the season now for Nolan McGregor, who was looking to execute a centering pass attempt, which was blocked, and the rebound came right back to him from the bad corner, and he had a heads-up play to throw the puck on goal and caught Gilmer off guard, evening the score midway through the first period. Gibson back on the attack for the Rangers. Shot from the right face-off circle, misses wide. Knapp, backhand cross corner dump in. Miksic out of the net to play it. Ross Campbell and Joel Adam picking up the assists on the Rivermen goal. Puck intercepted at center ice. A nifty move by Halford to gain the offensive zone. A little bit of a saucer pass attempt, goes through the slot to the far corner. And it's back out to the Rivermen blue line for Matt Denis. Through center ice now, losing control of the puck was the Rivermen, and the puck played back in to the Rivermen end. Halford unable to receive the pass. It was just out of his reach. The recovery as Matt Denis plays it towards the net. The puck deflects high over the goal. And it's a turnover by the Rivermen, but kept in once again. Noonan walks in, he shoots, and Gilmer makes the save. Well out of the blue paint, taking away the shooting angle from Noonan. Noonan has 5 goals on the season and has been a consistent player for the Rivermen. Lots of action in the early stages of tonight's game as Matt Denis receives the puck off the face-off, pass over to the far point, shot on goal. Gilmer once again making the save. He's looked good tracking the puck outside the blue paint, taking away the shooting angles from the Rivermen. And we continue to monitor Eric Miksic, who is still getting his stretches in, and that's huge for a goalie when they aren't able to make it in time for the warm-up. Coming into the game cold, and both goalies have looked good so far tonight. Schroeder out to center ice. Gibson across the blue line. Shot past the far side. The puck deflects out of play on the far side with 7:45 remaining in the first period. As we look back to the first meeting of the season between these two teams, the Rangers outshot the Rivermen 16-14 in the first period. So that was a close period in that game, and it's a close one to start tonight as well. Face-off will be on the far side. Won by the Rivermen. Pass ahead to Moyes. Moyes' pass was off the skate of Alderic Denis. Gilmore back across the blue line. Plays it off the near boards behind the net. Cuffley stick handles south of the goal line. Trying to find Moyes at the offensive blue line. Burns deflects the puck back into the offensive zone, and Cuffley tried to reverse the play behind the net, but it's a giveaway. And the Rangers, Anderson races to get the puck deep. Swept around the boards. Dixon keeps it in on goal. Out in front, backhand shot attempt. And Anderson regains the Rangers lead. It's 2-1 Rangers with 7:03 left to play in the opening period. Third goal of the season for Ben Anderson, and a patient effort in front of the net. The shot attempt from the point deflected and just sort of died in front of the blue paint. Anderson had lots of time but was able to remain poised, find the opening behind Miksic, and give the Rangers a 2-1 lead. Rivermen with the move at the near face-off circle, pass out to center ice. McGregor waits for help to arrive, throws it into the slot, but a nice stick check by Adams breaks up the play, and the Rangers back out to center ice. Miksic plays it behind the net, around the boards. Hard pass attempt, looking for McGregor at the offensive blue line, deflected off Knapp's stick to the far side. Adams ahead for Burns. Burns shoots, rebound. Miksic reaches behind him to make the glove save. Not entirely sure if Burns was able to get that second shot on goal, but it looked like Miksic was down and out, and he reached his glove arm behind him to pull that one away from the goal line. It was that close to being a 3-1 Rangers lead. Off the face-off. Shot by Watson, misses wide. Bouncing puck at the side of the Rivermen net. Patterson centered it for Gibson, and a one-time shot rings off the crossbar and deflects out of play. Greg Gibson has 14 rips on the season, leading goal scorer for the Rangers. That close to his 15th of the season. Gibson, backhand pass off the boards, finds Knapp. Knapp pushes it over to the far side. Watson leaves it for Gibson. Gibson down the right side, cuts to the middle, and slides it through the crease, catches up to it along the near boards, bouncing puck behind the net for the Rangers. Out in front, and Patterson's shot attempt missed wide. Miksic forced to make a save from the far circle. Gibson with another shot attempt. Rivermen back across the blue line. The linesman says it's onside. It was a close call from the bird's eye view. Looked like it may have been offside, but doesn't matter now as the Rangers called for offside. My broadcast partner Adriana is agreeing that it was definitely offside on the Rivermen zone entry, but nonetheless, play continues. Miksic out of the net. Pass over to the far corner. Rivermen floated out to center ice. A nice reception. Goodfellow makes a move to the backhand. Carries it behind the net. Goodfellow out in front. Puck deflects high in the air. Over to the far boards. Haw to the backhand. Centering pass attempt. Shot attempt. Miksic may have gotten a piece of it. Another opportunity from the right face-off circle, and the shot misses high off the glass. Goodfellow re-enters the offensive zone, curls and shoots. Gilmer makes the save, rebound cleared to the near point. Denis into the slot, and it's poked back out by Kearns. Cuffley over to the left wing. Return feed nearly broken up by Gibson. Cugletta falls, and the Rangers pass ahead for Schofield. Sorry, Schroeder. Schroeder knocks it from the near corner to the side of the net, and Miksic hangs on for a stoppage with 4:05 remaining in the opening period. A little bit of momentum now for the Rangers after they gain the second goal. Have the Rivermen playing on their heels a little bit. Off the face-off, it's knocked down by Moyes. Pass ahead for Johnson on the far side. Halford catches up to it. Shot steered aside by Gilmer. Johnson in an effort to keep it in. Puck knocked in the air. Poked off Johnson's stick. Gilmore up the right side. 3-on-3.
Gilmore at the side of the net, shoots and scores! 3:40 left in the first period, and the Rangers have a 3-1 lead. Eighth goal of the season for Brandon Gilmore, and the Rangers have definitely taken control of the game in the first period. Off the face-off, the Rivermen with possession. McGregor, who has the goal so far in the game for the Rivermen, starts the breakout, but the play is broken up on the far side. Dixon, off the boards, floats it into the Rivermen end. Matt Denis passes up. McGregor deflects it on goal. Gilmer leaves it for Dixon. Puck kept in at the far point, but losing sight of it was the Rivermen player on the far side. Shot from the left point on goal, and Gilmer makes the glove save. Gilmer, one of the few goalies with a right catching hand. You see maybe 95% of the goalies in today's game with a left catching hand, but it's always a little bit interesting from a goalie perspective when you see a goalie with a right catching hand. Shot attempt from the point, broken up by the Rangers, and Burns carries it down the left side. Puck comes off the end boards, around the boards to the far side. McIntyre, in just his third game with the Rivermen, in the offensive zone, had the puck stolen, and Anderson carries it into the offensive zone. Shot from a bad angle off the right shoulder of Miksic, and the Rivermen clear it back out to center ice. Watson stick handles. Passes over to the far side. Anderson through center ice. Burns deflected it on the stick of Matt Denis. Matt Denis up the left side. Didn't connect on the pass from the wrong side of center, so icing called against the Rivermen. The face-off will come back to our left with 2:08 remaining in the first period. No penalties yet in tonight's game. Still awaiting the first power play as the face-off is to the left of Miksic. Rivermen win the draw, and they attempted to float it out to center ice, but hit the rafters. Not a very high ceiling here in the Nick Smith Center, and we see that quite a few times every game as face-off once again to the left of Miksic, won by the Rangers. Battle for the puck along the boards. Gibson taken down, and I spoke too soon. We now have the game's first penalty, and it will come against the Rivermen. Looks like it was a trip in the far corner. And that's exactly the call. Alderic Denis goes to the box, and with 1:54 left in the first period, the Rangers to the power play. Rangers 10 for 49 this season with the man advantage, 20.4%, 8th overall in the EOSHL. Face-off won by the Rivermen. Short-handed effort by Cuglietta, who was separated from the puck along the boards in front of the Rangers bench. Rangers will start the breakout on the near side. Gibson over to the far side off a skate. Play is onside. Gilmore receives the pass. Pass back to Stufko. Stufko, one-time shot from the right circle, turned aside by Miksic. Patterson passes back to the point. Gibson works the give and go with Victor. Pass into the slot over to the right face-off circle. Victor back over to the right face-off circle. Gibson in front for Gilmore. Deflected on goal. Miksic makes a save. Gibson winds up. Shot off a skate. Comes back out to Victor. 50 seconds remaining in the period. Pass knocked down by Cuglietta, but Stufko keeps it in. Gibson on the right side, being harassed. Pass into the slot, backhand shot attempt, misses the near post. Gibson and Patterson in the near corner. Patterson passes back to Gibson. Gibson over to Stufko. Stufko walks in, looking for the deflection, rebound, opportunity, and it's a power play goal for Gilmore. Second goal of the period for Brandon Gilmore, and it's a 4-1 lead, I believe, now. With just 24 seconds remaining in the first period, the Rangers 1 for 1 on the power play. And the Rivermen continue to struggle on the penalty kill. Before Christmas, they were 4th in the league with a penalty kill averaging above 81%. But since then, they've now allowed several power play goals and have fallen to 14th overall, second last in the league's penalty kill rankings. Last 3 seconds of the period here as the Rangers carry the puck into the far corner. First period comes to an end, and it's a 4-1 lead after 20 minutes of play for the South Grenville Rangers. Shots on goal after the first period, 16-10 in favor of the Rangers. McGregor with the only goal of the game so far for the Rivermen. Tied the game at 1, but it was all Rangers after that, and it's a tough first period for the Rivermen after Miksic wasn't here in time for warm-ups, so not much you can do about that when your car breaks down, especially following the big storm we got hit with last night and into this morning. Lots of people dealing with travel issues today, so we can't fault anyone for that, and the Rivermen will just have to take a deep breath in the intermission, come back out hard in the second period. There's lots of time left in this one for the Rivermen to get back into this game. We will be back with the call for the second period on the RA Sports Network. Hello everybody, and welcome back inside the Nick Smith Center as we get ready for second period EOSHL action on the RA Sports Network. I'm Ryan Woods, and it's a 4-1 lead for the visiting South Grenville Rangers over the Arnprior Rivermen after 20 minutes of play. As we take a look at the first period scoring summary, with 11:35 remaining in the first period, Devin Burns opened the scoring to give the Rangers a 1-0 lead, and only a couple minutes later, with 9:47 remaining in the period, Nolan McGregor with his fourth of the season evened the score at 1 with assists from Ross Campbell and Joel Adam. With 7:03 remaining in the first period, Ben Anderson gave the Rangers a 2-1 lead with assists to Brendan Gilmore and Andrew Dixon. And then a pair of goals at 3:40 and 24 seconds remaining in the period from Brandon Gilmore, assisted by Greg Gibson, as well as Broyden Stufko and Greg Gibson on the 4-1 goal, brought us to where we are now, and it's a 4-1 Rangers lead, and the final goal of the period was on the power play. The only penalty of the first period led to that goal. It was Alderich Denis for tripping with 1:52 remaining in the first period. As we take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard, the Glengarry Pipers remain scoreless as they host the Poncan Falls Rapids. The Smiths Falls Ritos and Frontenac Phantoms are tied at 1 as the Phantoms are in search for their second win of the season. The North Dundas Rockets look to go 16-0 to start the season, but they're in tough, tied at 1 against the South Stormont Mustangs. And the Barry's Bay MV Wolves picked up a 9-3 win over the Center Hastings Ice Miners. That game is final. And that concludes our look at the out-of-town scoreboard as the second period is underway, and the Rivermen will look to fight their way back into this game as the second period begins. A centering pass off the rush. McGregor to the forehand and tried to outweight Gilmer, unable to do so as the puck deflects up and out of play. 17 seconds gone in the second period. Face-off will be on the near side, won by the Rivermen. McGregor with a move to get the pass over to Campbell. Puck goes down low, centering pass deflects off Gibson. Gibson with a move and finds Patterson up the right side. Patterson behind Groyden. Down the right side, Rivermen to the forehand, and they hit the side of the net. Some frustration going off to the bench for McGregor. Was that close to his second goal of the game? Race for the puck along the far boards. Gibson unable to keep it in. Behind the back pass received. Defending the puck on the near side is Halford. Pass over to the right face-off circle. Shot misses the post. Matt Denis unable to keep it in. Racing after it now is Max Bush. Miksic out to play it. Bush plays it ahead for Kern. Kern drops the shoulder and cuts to the net. Unable to get the shot off. Harrison plays it off the glass. Into the offensive zone. Short 2-on-1, but a sprawling effort to break up the play, and the Rivermen back out to center ice. Noonan racing after it, reaches for it, along the boards. Bouncing puck. Comes back towards the point. Cuffley carries it behind the Rangers' net. Puck knocked into the air. Knapp lost his stick. Shot attempt from the slot at the side of the net. And it's a save once again for John Gilmer, who hangs on with 2:07 gone in the second period. Rivermen have looked hungry to start the second period, not ready to go silently away tonight as they trail by 3, but a couple of opportunities in the first few minutes here in the second period as they look to get their way back into the game. Miksic tees up the puck for Cuffley on the goal line. Cuffley will come out on the near side. Pass ahead for Goodfellow. Goodfellow across the blue line makes a move to the far face-off circle into the slot, but unable to connect on the backdoor tap-in attempt. Schroeder plays it down low. Rivermen behind the back pass on the far side. Off the boards, out of the reach of Cuglietta. Dixon played it off the boards. Now the Rivermen with possession down low on the backhand. Out into the slot. Ashton unable to get the shot off, and it's kept in by Graydon. Bouncing puck. Gilmore reverses the play over to the far side for Schroeder. Schroeder gains the center ice line and fires it in. Cuglietta out to center ice. Ashton down the left side. Cuglietta sandwiched at the near face-off circle. Takes a couple of shoves. But the Rangers unable to clear. Halford with a move to split the D. Behind the back pass in front of the net. And the Rivermen are turned aside. Shot from the right point. Blocked on its way to the goal. From the right face-off circle. Shot fired past the far post. Moyes along the near boards. Pass off a leg. Moyes catches up to it and plays it over to the far side. Drayden plays it down low. Halford looking for Moyes in front. Moyes unable to beat Gilmer. Bouncing puck at the blue line. A poking, diving effort by McGregor, or by Graydon, to keep the play alive, but the Rangers into the offensive zone. Anderson using his size to protect the puck, and a one-time shot attempt from Burns turned aside by Miksic. 4:18 into the second period. Watson, shot blocked off the face-off. Pass attempt knocked out of midair by McIntyre, but the momentum of his swing knocked the puck behind him, so he was unable to get a clean entry into the offensive zone. Matt Denis off the boards. Harrison plays it in deep. Rivermen stretch it out. Looking for McGregor, but unable to connect on the pass. Icing called against the Rivermen as we approach the 5-minute mark of the period. Start of this second period has echoed the first meeting of the season between these two teams, where the Rivermen outshot the Rangers 18-10. They will need to keep that up if they want to tighten the score. Gilmer behind the net, nearly a giveaway, but back to pick up the puck is Watson. Watson off the boards for Patterson. Didn't connect. McGregor and Noonan. 2-on-1. Noonan to the forehand, and he scores! What a move by Connor Noonan to cut the deficit to 2. 5:12 into the second period. It's a 4-2 game. McGregor with his second point of the game. Now with a goal and assist, set up Connor Noonan for his 6th goal of the season, and it's
looking a lot more positive now for the Rivermen. As I said at the end of the first period, there's lots of time left, and you never know in the EOSHL. You can never say a game's over until it's over. Rivermen off the end boards. Back out to center ice. Give and go with Nasita and Halford. Drop pass by Noonan, and a shot fired past the near post. Bush nearly forgot the puck, but was able to recover. Haw played the puck, but he was offside on the far side. Joel Adam with his second assist of the game, who played it ahead to McGregor, setting up the 2-on-1. Good playmaking night for Adam, making an impact for the Rivermen. Bush tried to center it for Kern. The Rivermen able to break up the play. Now Dixon to Haw, shot, and it's a kick save for Mixic. Victor from the point, colliding with Mixic in front of the net was Kern, and there's no call for goaltender interference. Bush passes down low. Kern takes a shove along the boards. The Rangers. Haw knocked off the puck. Puck kept to the outside by Halford. Back out in front. Off the pad. A delayed penalty call coming up against the Rivermen. Gilmer makes his way to the bench. Pass back. Gibson plays it over to the far side. Shot attempt from the left circle misses the net, and the Rivermen touch up. It'll be the second power play opportunity of the game for the Rangers. 1-for-1 in the first period. And as I was talking about before the power play goal in the first period for the Rangers, the Rivermen has struggled on the penalty kill. They allowed 4 power play goals on 5 penalties against North Dundas. Of course, North Dundas with the top power play in the league, but that doesn't change the fact that the Rivermen have been struggling shorthanded. And another power play goal. Gibson's shot from the point, deflected on goal, and it's now a 5-2 game. Another power play goal surrendered by the Rivermen, who had an argument that Mixic was interfered with before the penalty that was called against them, but the Rivermen know they have to do a better job shorthanded, and now they find themselves trailing by 3 goals again. Rivermen will start out from all the way behind their own net. Icing called against the Rivermen. Halford was called for cross-checking. That was the penalty to the Rivermen. Face off on the near side. One back to Watson. Watson's shot. Schroeder took a swing at it, looking to get the deflection, but Mixic able to make the save. Battle off the face-off, back to the point. Knapp's shot, blocked on the way to the net. Gilmore, pass attempt, knocked down. McGregor gains center ice. Cross the blue line. McIntyre shoots, rebound, and a goal! One-time rebound goal, and the Rivermen strike right back to cut the deficit to 2 once again. Joel Adams, 4th goal of the season and 3rd point of the game. Clean zone entry by McGregor as well. Picking up his 3rd point of the night as well, I believe. But a great heads-up play to throw the puck on goal and get the rebound. And Joel Adam in the right place to bury it.
Rivermen in their own end. Pass over to Graydon. Graydon up the left side. McGregor across the blue line. Throws it over to the far side off a skate. Back over to the left circle. McGregor on goal. Glove save for Gilmer. With 8:06 gone in the second period. The Rivermen have bent a few times, couple 3-goal deficits, but have stuck around and have themselves in a position to once again fight their way back into this one. Anderson off the draw, uses his size. Shot from the left circle. Misses the net. Puck ricochets off the end boards. The net came off the peg for a second as Moyes looked to set something up. Brendan McIntyre and Nolan McGregor with the assists. McIntyre now with his 3rd point in his 3rd game for the Rivermen. So we get another stoppage in play. Gilmer covers up. McIntyre played for Manhattanville College and is also a CCHL alumni playing for the Cumberland Grads. Battle off the draw. Rivermen behind the goal line out in front. A rebound opportunity. They score! The Rivermen cut the deficit to 1. Who else but Alex Halford to cut the deficit to 1 with his 13th goal of the season as he extends his lead. His team lead in goals now with 13 on the season. The Rivermen now trailing by only 1 as Cuglietta deflected inside the offensive zone. Dixon throws it up through center ice. Duhame over to the far side. Cuglietta entering the zone, look to work the give and go. Bouncing puck in the far face-off circle. Gets outside the blue line. 3-on-1 for the Rivermen. Not sure if they were able to get the shot off as there was lots of traffic in front. Dan Johnson credited with an assist on the 5-4 goal. I was unable to hear who the second assist went to, but a shot from the far point on goal turned aside by Gilmer as we approach the midway point of the game. Second assist on the goal went to Adrian Moyes. That's his 99th career EOSHL point. Only 1 away from the century milestone. Puck played out by the Rangers. Across the blue line. Kearns unable to pull the trigger. Didn't have the puck in prime shooting position. Nasita stretches it ahead. Noonan to the back end of the forehand, and what a stretch save by Gilmer to take that tying goal away from the Rivermen. Rivermen continue to press out in front, and an interception at the last moment by Harrison, the captain for the Rangers, poking that puck away. Face-off will come outside the blue line with 10:04 left to play in the second period. Rivermen win the face-off. Pass ahead for Adam. Adam's shot is blocked by Victor. Victor puts on the brakes at the far face-off circle and carries it back behind the Rangers' net. Knocked off his stick. Play is onside. Adam waited for McIntyre to slide back outside the blue line, but they still called it offside. Face off outside the Rangers blue line. Adam tried to push it ahead off the draw. McGregor carries it inside the zone, tried to go behind the back. Intercepted and attempted by McIntyre, but the Rangers able to recover the puck and get it deep in the Rivermen end. Pass off the boards for McIntyre on the far side. McIntyre stripped the puck behind the back pass. Centering pass. Schroeder has the puck knocked off his stick. Rangers play it down low. Gilmore with 2 goals in the first period. Stripped of the puck. Dixon gets it back over to the far side. Watson gets the puck deep. Rivermen stretch it out to the blue line for Moyes. Moyes shot blocked by Harrison. Centering pass by Moyes. Bouncing puck cleared. The back out to center ice. Matt Denis over to the far side. Some space down the right side. Backhand shot attempt from a bad angle. Comes through the slot. Johnson unable to keep it in and make a play with it as the Rangers recover possession. Anderson kept to the outside by Halford. Takes a hit along the end boards. But Anderson keeps on trucking. Unable to force the turnover as the Rivermen skate out with it. Johnson ahead for Halford. Halford to the outside. Moyes on goal. Bouncing puck, and it's juggled by Gilmer, but Gilmer able to find it with his glove hand and hang on with 8 minutes remaining in the second period. Now the Rivermen with a great turnaround, trailing by 3 after the opening 20 minutes, have come out with lots of momentum and urgency in the second period to tighten this score. Ashton shut the puck off the draw, but the Rangers able to win it to the far corner. Patterson floats it out to center ice, nearly stolen from Cuffley. Cuglietta makes a move to the forehand and the backhand. Tries to split the D. Cuglietta to the backhand, gets the shot just past the far post. That would have been spectacular work by Cuglietta if he was able to generate something out of that. Cuffley tied up with Stuffgo. Rivermen with possession behind their own net. Stuffgo took a swing at that puck. Ashton settles it down along the far boards. Drop pass for Goodfellow. Gibson comes back to break up the play. Victor. Backhand pass behind the Rangers net. Stuffco doesn't deflect it on the far side, but it goes past the Rivermen. Alderic Denis has to be quick with it. Stick handles out to the blue line. Pass goes past everyone, and icing once again waved off, keeping the clock ticking. Rangers just fired off the boards out to center ice. Patterson receives and gets it ahead to Burns. Burns off the side of the net. Stuffgo passes back to Dixon. Dixon's shot deflected by Patterson wide of the net. And the Rivermen. Puck dropped by Nasita. Alderic Denis floats it in on goal. Gilmer catches it and hangs on with 6:16 remaining. A couple of potentially missed icing calls in the last sequence of play, but nothing wrong with the play continuing as we've had a great pace in the first half of tonight's game. Now tossed from the faceoff is Kearns, and winning the faceoff still for the Rangers was Bush. Pass out to the center ice. Haw tried to glove down the pass, and Kearns comes back to negate the zone entry from the Rivermen. Victor up the right side. Kearns unable to receive the pass, and a little bit of room down the left side for Nasita. Nasita throws it to the middle, and falling in front of the net was the Rivermen, and the play broken up on the far side. Haw taken down with the collision at the far face-off circle as he put on the brakes He created the collision at the far face-off circle. Both players tumble to the ice. Knapp knocks it down, and it's a cross-corner dump-in. Halford gloves it down, goes between the legs. Shot from a bad angle, misses high. And Gilmore passes ahead for Schroeder. Schroeder 1-on-3, gets the puck deep. Takes a bounce off the boards. Race back for it. McGregor collides with Watson. The Rivermen bench wanted an interference call. They're not going to get it. Puck back out for McIntyre. The play onside. McIntyre from the right circle. Plays it through the crease. Matt Denis tries to keep it in. Second effort by the Rangers, and they're able to exit the zone. Duhaime races back to retrieve the puck. Matt Denis with 4:28 remaining in the second period. Pass out the center ice. McIntyre takes a shove from Gilmore, but gets the puck deep. Gilmore plays it around the boards. Duhaime into the slot. Shot on goal, turned aside by Gilmore. Rivermen looking to go 5-hole with Gilmore caught out of the net, just getting back in time to make the save. Gilmore's shot from the right circle, steered aside by Miksic. Moyes backhand pass at the center ice. Johnson up the right side. Johnson shoots, and it's a bouncing puck rebound behind the net. Johnson kept to the perimeter, and the Rangers able to skate back out the center ice. Puck knocked down with a high stick by Burns, and he was one-on-one, was ready to pull the trigger, but had played the puck with a high stick, which brings a stoppage to play with 3:42 remaining. Face-off comes back outside the blue line. Burns gets it in front of the net, and Cuffley plays it around the boards off a skate. The Rivermen back out to center ice. Puck rung around the boards. Johnson races to catch up to it. Johnson, pass attempt bounces high in the air, and Anderson plays the puck in. Icing called as he was just shy of the center ice line. Face-off will be to the right of Gilmer. Cuffley plays it down low for Ashton. Battle down low. Anderson plays it out. Poke check by Cuffley, bouncing puck. Knocked out of midair at the blue line. Anderson with a hit along the boards. Rivermen carry the puck out on the far side. Across the blue line. Shot from outside the circle. Rebound towards the side of the net. Victor almost put the puck in his own net. Anderson on the counter attack. Holds it, shoots. Almost got a reflection from Gibson. Rebound opportunity. Burns with a hit in the offensive zone. The Rivermen still able to clear on the far side. Bouncing puck on goal, stopped by Gilmer, and he'll hang on with 2:16 remaining. Still lots of momentum for the Rivermen, who have 3 of the last 4 goals in this game. Off the draw, Watson plays it behind the net for Knapp. Knapp's breakout pass attempt was off the back of a leg. Patterson in front of the Rivermen bench. Puck stolen by Halford. Halford in on the forehand, shoots and scores! Second goal of the period for Alex Halford, and he ties the score at 5 with 1:58 remaining in the second period.
14th goal of the season for Alex Holford. And for the first time since the midway point of the first period, we have a tie game. Ross Campbell off the drop, puck poked past him. Reverse play behind the Rivermen net. Graydon up the right side, another turnover. Joel Adam to the forehand, trying to go 5-hole. Back across the blue line. We got an altercation with McIntyre and Watson at the Rangers' end of the ice. Which brought a stoppage to play with 1:29 left in the second period. So we'll get offsetting penalties to Watson and McIntyre. Both players called for roughing. Rob Graydon with the lone assist on Halford's second goal. Moyes racing after it. Pass broken up by the Rangers. Gibson stick handles into the offensive zone, throw it off the boards on the far side. No Rangers player there. Dixon passed ahead. Riverman calling for offside. Stuff goes shot, misses the right post. 52 seconds left in the period. Stuff goes shot. Turned aside by Miksic. Another shot from a bad angle, blocked. And the Rivermen able to clear the zone. Harrison passes ahead for Victor. Victor up the right side, makes a move around Halford and gains the offensive zone. Halford drops it for Kern, who was unable to get the shot off. Puck out of the reach of Moyes. Rangers with 21 seconds left in the period. Kern forced back by Johnson. Haw along the right boards, walks in, drops it. Kern shoots. Save made by Miksic. Rebound comes outside. 6 seconds left in the period. The puck knocked back inside the Riverman zone as time expires. And it's been a fantastic second period from the Arnprior Rivermen, scoring 4 or 5 goals to tie the score at 5. That's all they needed, was to regroup after Miksic missed warm-ups, and they came out a little bit sluggish out of the gates. But they were able to regroup after the first intermission and set the stage for what should be an excellent third period here on the RA Sports Network. We'll be right back with the call following the second intermission. Hello, everyone, and welcome back inside the Nick Smith Center for third period EOSHL action on the RA Sports Network. I'm Ryan Woods, and it's a 5-5 tie after 40 minutes of play as we take a look at the second period scoring summary. The Rangers had a 4-1 lead after 20 minutes of play before Connor Noonan made it a 4-2 game with 14:48 remaining in the second period. Nolan McGregor and Joel Adam with the assists. And it was not long after that South Grenville regained their 3-goal lead on a power play goal. Now 2 for 2 on the power play tonight, thanks to Greg Gibson's go-ahead goal, or not a go-ahead goal, but a go-ahead by 3 goal, assisted by Brendan Gilmore, and Broyden Stuffgo, leading scorer for the Rangers. And after that, it was all Rivermen with 12:25 remaining in the second period. Joel Adam made it 5-3, assists to Brendan McIntyre and Nolan McGregor. At 11:29, Alex Halford made it 5-4 with assists to Dan Johnson and Adrian Moyes. Moyes' 99th career EOSHL point, now only one away from 100 career points. Keep an eye on that milestone in the third period. And then with 1:56 remaining in the second period, Alex Halford tied the score with the lone assist going to Rob Graydon. Second period shots on goal, 12-4 in favor of Arnprior. Arnprior really shutting the door defensively and taking control in the second period to get momentum back on their side. Shots after 40 minutes of play, 22-20 in favor of Arnprior. So that brings us to where we are as the teams enter the ice for the third period. We'll take a quick look at the out-of-town scoreboard as the Glengarry Pipers lead the Pongan Falls Rapids 2-0. The Smiths Falls Ritos are tied with the Frontenac Phantoms 1-1. And the South Stormont Mustangs have gotten a go-ahead goal as they now lead the North Dundas Rockets 2-1 late in the third period as they look to hand the Rockets their first defeat of the season. The Rockets will hope to come back and start the season 16-0. One game finalized this afternoon as the Barry's Bay MV Wolves picked up a 9-3 win over the Center Hastings Ice Miners. That brings us to where we are with the out-of-town scoreboard as the Rivermen and Rangers start the third period tied at 5 here on the RA Sports Network. A little bit of a delay as we await puck drop. Puck finally drops and we are underway in the third period. Johnson off the opening draw, fires the puck in. Gilmer out to ring the puck around the boards. McGregor forced to play it back out to center ice. Gibson checking behind him. Joel Adam deflects the puck into the offensive zone, goes to the backhand, tries to slide it 5-hole, but Gilmer makes the save and squeezes the legs to hang on to that one. 25 seconds gone in the third period. Mixic still stretching. I think we're past the point where we can say that this is because he missed the warm-up, but it's good to stay loose after only facing 4 shots in the second period. Trying to stay on top of things and not get too cold. Johnson looks to pull the puck out from the boards, but it's ahead. Gibson racing in down the left side, trying to pass the puck across the slot, but unable to do so. Harrison receives a shove off the puck along the far side. McGregor enters the offensive zone and nearly caught Ross Campbell with a deflection at the goal mouth. Riverman line change. Shot comes off the end boards. Campbell worked the give and go with Noonan. Harrison will pick up the puck on the far side and skate it back out down the right side. Duhame knocked the puck off Harrison, stick it to the corner. Harrison catches up to it. Centering pass off a skate. Collision at the far face-off circle. Kern passes back to Victor. Some room on the far side for Haw. Haw fakes the shot. Centering pass for Bush. Bush collides into the end boards with Cuffley. Riverman
win the battle along the boards. Halford retreats back. Delayed penalty call coming up against the Rangers. Hooking will be the call, and we will finally get the first power play of the game for the Rivermen. And McIntyre and Watson are out of the box. They were both called for offsetting roughing minors in the late stages of the second period. So McIntyre will be available on the power play for the Rivermen. Rivermen power play 10 for 60 on the season, 16.7%, ranks 10th overall in the EOSHL. Cuffley forced to retreat out to center ice off the face-off. Denis passes it off to Halford. Halford pushes it to the outside, tried to execute the give and go. Rangers unable to clear a move at the far side, and Schroeder comes in to steal the puck and send it the length of the ice. Miksic leaves it for Cuffley. Pass ahead up the left side. Rivermen in the offensive zone. Halford puts on the brakes to the right face-off circle into the slot. Shot by Nasita misses the net, and the Rangers are able to clear. 47 seconds gone in the penalty to Kearns. Rivermen back across the blue line. Nasita back to the point. Cuffley over to the left side. Drop pass attempt broken up by the Rangers. The Rangers short-handed shot in the goal. Short-handed goal for Gibson, and the Rangers regain the lead. That's the 5th short-handed goal of the season for the Rangers. They had 2 short-handed goals in last Saturday's 8-6 win over the Glengarry Pipers. So it's second short-handed goal in as many games for Gibson. Broyden Stufko had the other short-handed goal. And just like that, the Rangers are back on top, 6-5. The same score that we saw final in the first meeting of the season between these two teams. McIntyre across the blue line, still 35 seconds left for the Rivermen on the power play. Campbell's shot blocked by Harrison, and the rebound all the way back out for Duhame at the Rivermen blue line. Pass up for McGregor. McGregor and McIntyre work to give and go, but the puck knocked away by Harrison. Rangers with some room on the far side will fire the puck, but it's knocked down by Duhame. Duhame with a giveaway, and Stufko was not prepared for a pass, and the Rangers just get the puck deep and kill off the penalty, picking up a shorthanded goal in the process. Anderson against the offensive zone and gets the puck deep, bouncing puck behind the Rivermen net. Puck at the side of the net. Backhand opportunity and another goal for the Rangers. Gibson again. Devin Burns actually with his second goal of the game and 6th goal of the season makes it a 7-5 Rangers lead. Burns once again into the offensive zone. Backhand shot attempt by Burns. Save made by Miksic. Knapp races to keep it in and plays it around behind the Rivermen net. Rivermen up to the offensive blue line. Moyes. Centering pass, shot and a goal! Dan Johnson, I believe, on the far side, beat Gilmer, and once again it's a 1-goal game.
And that assist will end up being the 100th career point for Adrian Moyes in the EOSHL. I'm not sure that he thought that would be possible this afternoon after warming up as goalie. He wasn't sure if Miksic would arrive on time for the game, but I'm sure he'll take it. But I'm sure he would feel even better about it if he's able to get his 101st career point tonight, and the Rivermen come back to get the win. Cuffley with the secondary assist on the play. And Denis with the reverse check, and it's ahead for Cugletta. Cugletta shoots on goal. Gilmer makes a save with 5:31 gone in the third period. We'd like to give a shout out tonight to Jenny and John, the grandparents of the Moyes family, watching tonight from Powell River, BC. Thanks for tuning into the game, and I'm sure you enjoyed Moyes' 100th career point. And I hope you're enjoying the game tonight. Rivermen pass back to the point. Matt Denis' shot blocked. And the Rangers ahead for Stufko. Stufko down the left side, puts on the break, shoots at a blocker, saved by Miksic. Stufko collects the rebound, a nice move, keeps it in at the blue line. Patterson behind the goal line, shrugs off the defender and finds Stufko. Pass over to the right face-off circle. Pass down low, Rangers moving the puck nicely. Stufko out in front, saved by Miksic, and Miksic fishes in the rebound and hangs on. Nice shift for the top line from the Rangers there. Stufko contributing on the score sheet tonight. Played for the University of St. Thomas as well as the Swiss Falls Bears and the Nepean Raiders in the CCHL. Rangers keep the puck in. Victor over to the far side. Gilmore played it down low for Schroeder. And Goodfellow, I believe, took too long to make the play there, but a nice recovery as the Rivermen able to break it out. Gilmer has to be quick to decide to cover the puck there as the Rivermen were in on the attack, and he'll take the defense's own face-off with 6:55 gone in the third period. Off the draw, Victor cuts back. Plays it out to center ice. Schroeder gets the deflection. Campbell picks it up from Miksic. Off the back of Gilmore. McIntyre out to center ice. Campbell back right in front of the Rivermen net. Campbell out to center ice. Adam receives the pass. Battles along the end boards. Bouncing puck picked up by Campbell. Puck fired off the glass, and it's a race for it. Miksic out to play it. Shoots it right off the linesman. Anderson touches the puck inside the blue line. I believe offside was the call. An absolute garage sale at the Rivermen blue line. .12 remaining in the third period. Face-off won by the Rangers. Burns down the right side. Shot on the blocker, saved by Miksic. Puck comes up the boards to Moyes. Moyes gets the return feed from Halford. Moyes from the right circle on goal. Gilmer makes the save. Halford walks out. Centering pass attempt broken up. Moyes behind the net.
Johnson wraparound attempt on the backhand, turned aside by Gilmer. Watson with a hit along the boards. Delayed penalty call coming up against the Rivermen. They're quick to touch up. And Moyes shakes his head as he goes to the penalty box, slashing the call. And with the Rangers 2 for 2 on the power play so far tonight, they'll look to take a commanding 2-goal lead as we approach the midway point of the third period. Face-off won by the Rangers with some help from Patterson. Patterson in the far corner, passes back to Gibson. Gibson to Victor, back to Gibson. Over to Stufko, centering pass. Shot by Gilmore, misses the net. Net came off as Miksic looked to get set. Bringing the stoppage in play. And the penalty wasn't put on the score clock, so they have to see what time the penalty was called at, do a little bit of math, and see where we stand. Moyes arguing with the official. Not often you see the player continuing to argue the call during the middle of the penalty. But given the unique circumstances, Moyes taking advantage of the opportunity. You'll always see the player argue the call before the penalty and occasionally following the penalty, but an interesting opportunity for Moyes to argue the penalty during the penalty. Stufko nearly stripped of the puck, but Victor kept it in. Shot from the far circle. Miksic makes the glove save. 32 seconds gone in the Rangers power play. Face off on the far side, won by the Rivermen. The Rangers with a shorthanded goal in the period. The Rivermen looking to answer. Halford carries the puck and slides it through the crease. Gilmer left it, was careful not to deflect it into his own net. Gilmore up the left side, behind the Rivermen net. 55 seconds gone in the penalty to Moyes. Everyone battling in the far corner. The battle relocates to behind the net, and the Rivermen able to pull the puck out of the pile and send it the length of the ice. Gilmer leaves the puck for Victor. Victor comes out the near side. Reverses the play, drops it for Gibson. Gibson dodges a check and gains the offensive zone. Shot on goal. Glove save for Miksic. So we approach the midway point of the third period. 10:06 left to play. Ashton off the draw. Turnover as the Rangers regain possession. Bush passed back to the point. Haw falls at the far face-off circle. Rivermen play the body. Back to the point. Watson across for Gibson. Gibson winds up. Shoots at a blocker. Save from Miksic. Gibson plays it behind the net. Haw out for Bush in front. Gibson taps it in. And just as Moyes exits the box, the Rangers with another goal, 8-6 lead with 9:32 left to play. I believe the power play had just expired, so it won't be an official power play goal, but Rivermen not able to get back into the defensive zone after Moyes exits the box, so effectively the play was still 5-on-4. Rivermen with 9 minutes left to play. They had some goals in quick succession in the second period. So, can never rule out a comeback. Cuffley's shot blocked. The rebound knocked past Cuffley. Hoff leads the 3-on-1. Pass over. Kern shoots, and he scores! And it's now a 9-6 Rangers lead with 8:58 left to play. No chance for Miksic on that one. Tried to reach back with the paddle, but Kern was able to find the open net. 9th goal of the season for Sean Kearns. And now, unfortunately for the Rivermen, trailing by 3 goals with less than 9 minutes to play. Rivermen with possession. Knocked down behind the net by Gibson. Pass ahead. Received by Gilmore. And the Rivermen regain the puck. Pass off the boards. Stolen back by the Rangers, and it's turned back over to the Rivermen. Alderic Denis gets the puck deep, and the Rangers will carry it back out to center ice. Gilmore tried to pop it past the Rivermen, but McIntyre from the right side, centering pass. Matt Denis over to the left face-off circle, looking for a deflection in the slot. Rangers back out to center ice. Battle in front of the timekeeper's area between McGregor and Burns. Anderson, shot from the right circle, misses the left post. Stick handling by Holford through center ice. Puck knocked off his stick. McGregor gets the puck deep. Bouncing puck on the far side. Burns with a pair of goals in the game. Carries it behind the net. Anderson lost possession behind the Rivermen net. Moyes knocks it down. Moyes in on the breakaway to the backhand. And Gilmore makes the save. A good effort for Moyes. Looking for his 8th goal of the season, but denied by John Gilmer. Campbell gets the puck deep. Halford backhand pass along the far boards. Burns gets the puck deep. Campbell goes between the legs right at the goal line, and the Rivermen with a nicely executed breakout. Drop pass off the rush and a save by Gilmer, deflecting the puck to the near side. Campbell held up along the boards. The battle continues for the puck. Anderson plays it ahead for Stufko. Stufko separated from the puck. Rivermen up the left side. Centering pass doesn't find Cuglietta as the Rangers break up the passing play. Patterson leads the rush down the right side. Centering pass, one-time shot. Gibson takes a cross-check from behind right in the slot. And it doesn't look like there's going to be a penalty call. So I guess the Rivermen get away with one. The Rangers coaching staff is in disbelief, and I understand their bewilderment. Still up by 3. They're in a good position. They don't need the power play, but it definitely was a cross-check. Shot from a bad angle, shoulder saved by Mixic. Rebound in the crease, cleared to the near corner. Puck gets past Victor. Good fellow. Breaks it up. Kugleta onside, and no! We got a penalty call behind the play. And Dixon is upset about something that happened. Brett Ashton to the penalty box, cross-checking. Oh, and now he's thrown out of the game. I guess it wasn't Ashton who was thrown out of the game. It was Connor Noonan who said something to the official from the bench to get the misconduct penalty. And the Rangers had 6 players on the ice, and you can only have 5. So Harrison called back to the bench, and they didn't start the penalty clock right away. So the Rangers will get a couple extra seconds on the power play here. 2 for 3 officially on the power play tonight. Hard shot from Watson. Didn't get quite as much on it as he would have liked with the one-timer. Was a little bit off balance, but still made its way to the net. Mixic forced to make the save. 15 seconds gone in the penalty to Ashton with 5:14 remaining in the period. Puck gets past Gibson at the blue line. Back out to the Rangers' end. Gibson with a drop pass for Stufko. Stufko drops it for Patterson, who drops it for Victor, and there's no one left to drop it to. So Victor shoots it on goal. Deflection on the way to the net. Mixic makes the save. Gilmore passes over to Gibson. Backdoor tap in, and it's a 10-6 lead for the Rangers. Another power play goal. And the Rivermen continue to struggle short-handed. They just cannot seem to find the answer to kill off a penalty. 4 goals this game. 3 have come on the power play for the Rangers, and 1 came immediately following the expiration. So those 4 goals have been the difference now as they lead by 4 goals. Bush's shot steered aside by Mixic. Player knocked into the boards behind the play. Goodfellow steals the puck. Walks in. Toe drag. Tried to go between the legs to the backhand, but lost control right before he looked to get the shot off. Bush sandwiched along the boards on the far side. McGregor comes in. McGregor tied up with Haw. And McGregor wrestles Haw to the ice. McGregor wrestled the much larger Haw to the ice and continues to exchange words with Kearns afterwards. Official looks like he's going to throw McGregor out of the game, and with 4:13 left to play, may as well try and keep this game under wraps in the final 5 minutes of play with the game out of reach for the Rivermen. But can't fault McGregor for, continuing to fight right to the end. He's got that dog in him. And Haw will be out of the game as well. And we get some discussion at the timekeeper's area here with the game. Edoreach, it was a good effort by the Rivermen in the second period to come back from down 4-1, but they just didn't have the legs in the third period, and the Rangers able to take advantage of power play opportunities and really take control of this game, kept their foot on the gas. Second consecutive game for the Rivermen, allowing double digits in goals as they faced North Dundas last Saturday, which is never a fun afternoon, losing that game 13-4. Looks like the Rangers will get another power play opportunity out of this. Rivermen win the draw. Duhame behind the net. Rivermen send it the length of the ice. On goal, Gilmer will pass it off to Victor. Victor pinned up along the boards by Johnson. Puck played behind the net by Halford, but the Rangers able to work the breakout on the far side. Gilmore enters the offensive zone. Shoots it off the end boards. Puck poked past Gibson. So Cuglietta got 2 minutes for charging. Both McGregor and Haw got double minors for roughing and 10-minute misconducts. Stuffgo keeps the puck in at the blue line, passes down low, pass between the legs, out for Gibson. Shot attempt didn't make its way on goal. Rivermen fired off the glass, past everyone, and down the ice. 43 seconds left in the charging penalty to Cuglietta. Watson pushes it to the outside. Shot from Burns on goal. Miksic makes the save with 2:44 left to play. Next game for the Rivermen will be next Saturday, January 20th, as they host the South Stormont Mustangs. The Mustangs 11-4 record entering this season, and they are giving the North Dundas Rockets their toughest challenge yet this season. That game's probably already finalized. I'll have to take a look to see if the Rockets were able to come back or if they suffered their first defeat of the season. Either way, it will not be an easy game for the Rivermen next Saturday. Gilmer fires the puck out to the blue line. Anderson races up to it, makes a move. Poked off his stick by Goodfellow. Anderson passes back over to Harrison. Harrison up to Watson on the far side. Watson falls along the boards. Battle for the puck. With 1:50 left to play, Kearns played it off the glass, knocked down by the Rangers. Pass back to Harrison. Bouncing puck kept in and played down low off the official. I guess it took a funny bounce out of the corner. Puck towards the side of the net. Miksic was unable to cover it with his blocker hand, and it's a race for the puck now down the left side. Shot and a blocker save by Gilmer. Cuffley over to the far side. Rivermen into the offensive zone. Another save for Gilmer. Joel Adam deep in the zone. McIntyre centers it. Final little play now in the third period. Shoulder down the right side. Shot turned aside by Miksic. Dan Johnson passes up the left side. Johnson skates across the blue line. Puck floated out by Dixon. Cuffley back to pick it up with 31 seconds left to play. The Rivermen will drop their 4th consecutive game. Lost to Poggan Falls and Cornwall around Christmas and New Year, and North Dundas last Saturday, and now South Grenville this evening. A solid performance in net for the Rangers by John Gilmer, picking up his 2nd win of the season against the Rivermen. And as the puck goes deep inside the Rivermen end, this game comes to an end. A dominant 3rd period for the South Grenville Rangers, who skate away with a 10-6 victory to even the Rivermen in the EOSHL standings. The Rangers entered tonight's game trailing the Rivermen by a point and pick up the regulation win to pass them for 4th overall in the East Division standings. And the Rangers will look to continue rolling next Saturday as they host the Bytown Royals. The Royals also with an impressive 10-3 record. That game will be next Saturday with a 5 p.m. puck drop. With the announcement for the 3 stars of tonight's game. The unofficial 3 stars from the RA Sports Network. We will give the 3rd star to Riverman Adrian Moyes, who, took it like a champ, warmed up in his goalie gear, let the players get a few shots on net, and picked up his 100th career EOSHL point. 2nd star of the game will go to South Grenville. A couple of goals for Devin Burns, who picked up his 4th and 6th goals of the season. And our 1st star of tonight's game will be Greg Gibson, who led the way for the Rangers in a 10-6 victory. We'll see you next Saturday as the Rivermen will have a tough task as they host the... I guess I do want to take a look and see if the Mustangs were able to beat the Rockets. Be interesting to see if they did, and they did in fact beat the Rockets. The Rockets now 15-1 on the season, suffering a 3-1 defeat at the South Stormont Mustangs, who improved their record to 12-4 on the season. So we will get to see them in action next Saturday. Perhaps the most daunting opponent in the league now. The South Stormont Mustangs will be in town next Saturday, which will be our next Rivermen broadcast. Thanks everyone for tuning in to tonight's game. For my broadcast partner, Adriana Wong, I'm Ryan Woods. Enjoy your Saturday evening, everybody.